E aí, pessoal, bem-vindos. Bom dia a todos. Boa tarde ou boa noite. Todo mundo bem? Espero que todos bem. Hoje nós vamos continuar, então, mais um episódio do Binding Returns. Hoje nós vamos fazer a continuação aqui, um pedaço, né, do dia. Vamos até o 7º, provavelmente, né? Agora nós vamos fazer algumas side quests da... Esse é o nome da cidade. É a terceira cidade, depois a Dead Dunes. Beleza? Ó, pra quem tá chegando agora no canal, manda que dá aquele moral, manda aquele curtir lá, acompanha aí, segue nós e tudo essa parada no YouTube. E ó, live na Twitch, das 20 às 23 horas, tá bom? Então vou deixar o link na descrição, mas cola lá com a gente lá, twitch.tv/EvandroPiova. Belezinha? Então, partiu, sequência louca. Vamos que vamos. Cara, eu mudei toda a minha build aqui, mano. Nem sei fazer pra falar bem a verdade. Temos toda a missão principal. Eu vou ter que fazer agora é voltar lá pra Wildland pra curar o boneco, né? Curar o Chocobo lá que a gente usaria. Partiu. Bora.
All trains are running on schedule. Thank you.
Choco, I hope you can make...
Esse aqui dá pra completar agora também, né? Acho que faltam 2 cores só.
You did a fantastical job, Lightning! That was fantabulously impressive. This is a little something for my very, very best...
This stop the Wildlands. Passengers for the Dead Dunes and Luxurian South Station, please board now. Thank you.
She was just a...
You can find this fine bird was a
They grow near the room.
yes, in the northern woods too.
Mais uma flor que eu consigo pegar essa daqui, eu já consigo pegar lá. E a gente já completa mais uma daquela canvas lá, né? Eu mudei toda a build aqui, vamos ver se isso aqui vai dar certo, na verdade, né?
Our tears fall into the chaos.
Nossa, ficou uma bosta. Nossa, ainda bem que eu vi isso aqui agora, porque ficou uma verdadeira bosta.
Miss Mighty. You did it! You made it! Players come to
Tá mudada? Pode ser esse, não tem problema. Pode ser isso aqui, tá bom. Não vai ser do pior, não. Dá uma subidinha ali na parte do mapa que eu ainda não descobri, né?
A straightforward duel.
Nossa. Esses bichinhos aqui, o bagulho ajuda demais, velho. Você é louco.
sword strikes like lightning. Goddess makes me powerful.
You are truly one of the few people who dare travel here. This is a terribly desolate place. A graveyard for many wrecked airships. Perhaps this is the result of the wave of destruction that occurred 500 years ago.
My sword strikes like lightning. I will strike you down.
Ai, tomei. As ideias desse fã, mano.
Lightning strikes. Keep up if you can. That went well, right?
Uma piabinha pro bicho ali, viu?
Thanks for waiting.
Interested in well, see you soon.
Hi. Hello there.
You're Dr.
13.
Gazel's assistant, but who are you?
Tilda, I'm a doctor around here. We have a bit of a problem, I'm afraid. So I was just consulting with the assistant here.
He doesn't look happy. Is he injured?
Something is wrong. That's for sure. We just found him. He's ever so weak.
Oh, poor thing. But he'll be all right, with a vet and a doctor looking after him.
Right. This clever vet was just telling me about an effective medicine. That should help.
I'm still just a trainee. Dr. Gazal is the clever one. I just run errands. But I'm going to help this little one get better.
He'll stay with me for the first little while. Not that I know much about dogs. I usually treat people, obviously. All I need to do is have him drink the assistant's medicine. I can handle that.
Good news for the dog. I'm sure he'll get better soon.
He would, except...
Well,
we're out of ingredients to make the medicine.
Yeah, that's the problem, see?
Ah, eu preciso da flor do dia, duas e da flor da noite.
I could collect the ingredients.
Yes, you could. I mean, the assistant can give you a list of what we need. This girl, she's actually more clever than she lets on.
Oh no, I'm not. I still hardly know anything at all. But I do know how to help the dog. He just needs the right medicine and he'll be fine.
Okay then, tell me what you need. And I should give these to Tilda.
Yes, please. Oh, thank you so much for helping out. Well, I've got to run. Dr. Gazal will be expecting me back at Canopus Farms.
Vai ser difícil, não. Fico à mercê do...
Looks right for planting. If you have some room in your field, I'd like to use a patch.
À noite, né? Até chegar... nascer lá, foi te trazer aqui pra...
If you have some room in your...
You're not allowed here.
I think I wonder what the other...
A traveler? Well,
This place is off the beaten track.
let me tell you something. This used to be the center of civilization. It might be hard to believe, but up until a few centuries ago, this land was home to the world's largest city.
Yeah, a long time ago, right?
Yeah, that's right. And then the chaos came and devoured everything. Soon after, I set up camp here with my colleagues to research the dark power that swept over this land. No one's been keeping track of how long we've been out here, but it's been a while. We've been preoccupied, buried in our work, though we've made little progress. There's not much to do or see here, I'm afraid. Nothing at all you might be interested in.
Eu não vou conseguir fazer as quests aqui enquanto não... A gente não for descer,
I saw this coming.
a ideia aqui é matar tudo, né? Esse aqui só que é esse é enjoado, mano.
Shine hope on the future. Time to mix it up. I won't lose.
Eu acho que esse item também vai precisar, né? Pra poder...
The chaos forces have been fluctuating beyond usual parameters.
Zezinho do skate aí, ó. Patins, né?
Challenge accepted.
Reportar, né? Bom, vamos na sola então, né? Um monte de bicho pra matar, velho.
Yes? Are you new to... I urge you to stay on the... But looking at that... Most monsters, I'm sure that... But take one step... Not that our sheep have...
Another disaster! Those woolly-headed ovine have done it again! What goes on in those tiny heads of theirs? Why do they do this?
Sounds like you have more sheep trouble.
I'd say I do! The fuzzy sheep have effected a mass escape! Every single one of them gone!
Doctor, you must calm down.
What? Oh, sorry. You could hear me from over there?
They could hear you back in Luxarian, I'd say.
Oh, it's just I'm so upset. This young lady is Millie, a good friend of mine. Now, Millie, did you need something?
Nothing. It's just that... Well, I think I know why the sheep ran away.
You do? Pray tell.
Last night I heard some kind of ruckus around the pens. I couldn't tell what it was, but I'm thinking it must have put the sheep into a panic. Maybe it was some kind of monster, and it tried to get at the sheep.
I see. So the sheep were terrorized by the occurrences of the night. Something reminded them of it, and they bolted en masse. Well, that certainly would explain their behavior. But I'm no closer to getting them back. It is near impossible to herd a whole flock of panicked sheep. The only thing that could drive them back is something bigger and scarier than what they saw in the night. Something like a chocobo.
Beleza. São 3.
Oh, I do hope you...
Bom que essas quests aqui pelo menos são tranquilas, né? Nada garante mais uns pontinhos de atributo aí pra gente, né, mano? Força, mais magia, sei lá. Vida, né? Mais quest pra pegar ali, ó. Olha lá, onde tava aqui, ó. Ó. Danadinho.
Words are not enough to express the depth of my gratitude, but thank you.
Don't lose him again.
Indeed, that mystery remains unsolved. Why did they flee in the first place? Millie suggested that a monster put a scare into them. She's nowhere to be seen. That's not like her.
Things to do, maybe?
Yes, perhaps, but I'm a bit worried. She seems a little troubled in recent days.
If I see her, I'll talk to her.
I'd be grateful if you did. Ah, I almost forgot the most important thing of all. I must present you with your just reward.
Ah, que maravilha. Isso aqui é do Chocobo.
Hey, Light, why don't you try feeding some of that to the chocobo?
What is it?
Ah, agora sim.
Getting better. Good. I'm happy to hear it.
I'm glad you could help the chocobo. Well done, Light. So, what do you say? Why don't you saddle up and head for Rocky Crag?
Right. I need to know more about what's behind the story of the Great Chaos. And that means checking out that temple.
In the foothills near the temple is an isolated settlement called Polta. It's inhabited by disciples of the goddess Etro.
A whole village of heretics who've turned their backs on the Order.
Heretics they may be, but they aren't fanatics. They fled from persecution in the city. They only want to be left alone.
Then, I don't think they'll appreciate a stranger dropping by.
Well, You won't know until you go. Polta lies at the edge of Rocky Crag.
Agora sim.
Light.
Tô como curado, hein?
Mademoiselle, might I have a word? I consider myself an expert in the culinary arts. That's cooking food to you. But I have not been able to practice my true skill these many years. My master taught me his greatest recipes, but together we only made them but one time. Now the world stands on the edge of destruction, and I fear I will never make them again.
I'd like to help, but about the only dish I can cook is behemoth steak on a campfire.
What I need is much simpler than that. I require only a few small but vital ingredients.
Which you can't find.
Exactement. Especially in this day and age.
Rapaz, áreas Apple e Rock Crag. Nossa, os bichos gigantes, hein?
All right, if I find any, I'll bring them to you.
Mademoiselle, merci beaucoup. With those ingredients, I'll once again be able to craft the masterpieces of my forebears. Welcome. I am lacking some key ingredients. See this list? Again, I can't...
Now, what's next?
Our items made from...
What was I thinking? I'm a fool.
What are you talking about?
Well, all right, I'll confess. It was me who did it. I was the one who made all the sheep run away like that. There was no monster. There never was. In the dead of night, I saddled up a chocobo and rode around the pens, whooping and shouting.
And that's what panicked the sheep? But why would you do that?
Well, it's complicated. You see, I really wanted to give Dr. Sheep a reason to talk to you.
So that's what this has been all about. Wouldn't it have been easier to just introduce us, like normal people do?
He's been excited ever since he heard about your arrival in the Wildlands. But he's terribly shy, the doctor. He'd never be able to just approach a stranger, no matter how much I prodded him. Not in normal circumstances, it just wasn't going to happen, so I came up with a plan. I had to make him desperate enough that he'd totally need your help. Then he'd have to talk to you.
So you chased away all the sheep. That threw the doctor into a total panic. You figured that in his desperation, he'd forget his shyness and talk to me.
It does sound crazy looking back on it, but it worked. Except that since then, the sheep have been incredibly nervous and high-strung. Any little thing is enough to set them off stampeding out of their pens and into the wilderness.
Cannot be good for them.
I know, I feel terrible about the whole thing. All I wanted to do was help the doctor, but instead I've made him worried sick. Not to mention years of research almost went down the toilet.
If you're really sorry, you should tell the doctor what you did.
No, I couldn't. What if he ended up hating me?
If you don't, he's gonna keep worrying about what scared his sheep in the first place. Are you okay with that? You care for each other, don't you? Then tell him the truth.
Care for each other? What do you mean? That is to say, yes, we do, but...
You said it yourself. He's a very shy man, but he talks to you easily enough. Seems to me he thinks of you as something more than just a colleague. Just talk to him. He'll understand.
All right, I will. Thank you so much. You've been so kind to me, despite all the trouble I caused you.
Essa foi easy, hein? Umas coisinhas lá embaixo que eu queria pegar. É o certo. Mas estava brilhando de forma misteriosa. Então. essa flor aqui é aquela que é... que regenera pra cacete? Não. Inclusive é a que eu tenho que pegar.
That's very interesting looking fruit growing over there. I'd like to go and pick some for myself, but I don't see any way to get up this cliff. I tell you, walking the expanse of the wildlands.
Ah, aqui ó, Araias Apple. Justamente o que eu preciso. Nada por aqui.
Here's your cut.
Aqui, ó, tinha uns negocinhos, ó.
So this is it. Like, they tell me this will make you strong. Here, eat it. Well, looks like it works. Nadia's the one who told me about the flower, and she's anxious to see you. Let's go to Yogd and thank her in person.
Será que dá tempo? Acho que dá, né?
I'll take on any...
Chocoborel.
Cycle of death ends now. See my blade?
Pra cá, né?
Let's start a stampede. The cycle of death ends now.
Bom que com o Chocobo aqui ainda, eu não preciso nem me preocupar em curar.
What a fine show.
Look at that! It's
What? Temple. The Etro is supposedly all I know. There's a village. I call them...
Do you need a cure? No substitute chocobos are the quickest way to get. Do you need a cure? This is what I'm sorry to ask, but
If you would like a sharper blade...
Falar com ela.
Oh, it's Nadia. Are you all right?
Que? Is that all you can say? Oh, darn. I guess it didn't work.
You were just pretending to be sick? Why would you do that?
Well, it's kind of an embarrassing story, but we're friends now, aren't we? I used to live in Yusnan, but I had a big falling out with my family, and I ran away from home. Back in the city, I was treated like a princess. I just had to snap my fingers to get whatever I wanted. But that's not real living, is it? I got tired of that life. I wanted to fend for myself, survive by my own skill.
But you didn't realize just how hard that would be.
I lasted 3 whole days before I collapsed in the woods, weak from thirst. And that's when this little guy came along just in time. He must have been injured too, because he was holding a Yule's flower in his beak. I thought to myself, I'm going to die, but at least I'll have this beautiful chocobo to watch over me as I go. But then, something even more incredible and beautiful happened. The chocobo spoke to me, as clear as I'm talking to you now. Hang in there, he said. You mustn't die. At first, all I could do was stare in shock. But then, his words began to sink in. I realized he was trying to save my life. Anyway, right after that, some villagers found me, and they nursed me back to health. But I'm sure that I wouldn't have been alive when they found me if it wasn't for my little chocobo.
Ah, a menina tá louca, velho. Tá conversando com o Chocobo já.
So that's what your little play acting was about. You thought if you could convince the chocobo that you were dying, he might start talking to you again, like he did the first time.
Yep. I was trying to recreate the scene just like it happened, with the Yule's flower in the beak and everything. And to be honest, I could do with a chocobo giving me encouragement again. Life has been getting me down. I thought if I could hear the chocobo talk again, he might cheer me up like the last time. I know it's stupid. Chocobos can't talk. Oh, I guess it was just in my head that first time.
It's all right. You'll find what you're looking for.
What?
Don't turn around. You're searching for meaning to your life, and you're going to find it.
Awesome.
I know you will. In fact, maybe you already have, if you really, really think about it. Sometimes you lose your way. Sometimes the going gets so steep you fall, but the path is always there in front of you. You just have to keep going.
Yes, you're right. It is there, and I do see it. Thank you.
Que bosta, né, velho?
Yes, what do you want?
I heard the chocobo talk. You're going to find it. I know you will. That was a clever trick you pulled, young man.
Young man, I'm a girl.
You are? Sorry, I didn't realize.
Good grief, everyone's the same. No one ever looks at me. It's like when I helped Nadia. The first time, I mean. She saw the chocobo, but she didn't see me on its back.
Aha. So that's what happened. It was you who spoke to her. She was half dead and delirious, so she thought it was the chocobo.
She's read way too many fairy tale books. But I guess it was kind of good it happened that way. Thanks to that, she wanted to go on living. So you
Tá frio, hein,
can't
mano?
tell Nadia the truth, okay?
É louco, tá fazendo acho que uns 10 graus agora, velho.
Pretending to be a chocobo and saying those things to her. She needed that. Wise words. Sometimes the going gets so steep you fall, but the path is always there in front of you.
Huh? I didn't say anything like that. What does it even mean? I just told her it's all right, or something like that.
Wait, really? You didn't give a little speech?
No, weird. Maybe you both imagined it. Or maybe they can talk.
Who's that child?
Remember, it's our...
Thanks for everything. I've only been in this village for a short time, and before that, I'd spent my whole life in the city. I haven't been able to help anyone. Just the opposite. I've been nothing but a burden, and so I lost a lot of my confidence.
But now that confidence is back, right?
Thanks to you, and the Chocobo.
Has the Chocobo talked again since that time?
No, not a word. Why do you ask?
I was there when it spoke the second time. I heard it just like you, and I still find it hard to believe.
I know. It still seems so incredible. Most people would just assume it's their imagination, or a trick.
But you believe it was the Chocobo.
You know, I don't think I care. Even if it was a trick, the words were the same, right? Whoever said them meant to help me. Talking Chocobo or not, that means someone is looking over me, and they care about me too. That much is true, if nothing else is. It took a little while to realize that, but once I did, I felt a lot better.
And, you know, it sounds like they were right, too. They said, you're searching for meaning to your life, and you're gonna find it. I know you will. Turned out they were right. And that much is true, too.
Ow, ow! Next time.
So, hello, and welcome. Thank you kindly for your patronage.
Khadijah's been looking.
Do you need a cure? If you're ever in...
Ah, por aqui não tem mais nada pra fazer, né?
Remember, it's our secret. Don't tell Nadia that...
A dose of Chocobo will perk up a tired Chocobo. Visual Bobo.
Ah, vai dar o horário pra começar a pegar a flor da noite lá, hein? Aí quando for meia-noite eu vou ter que voltar lá pra Luxurion pra pegar alguma coisa que eu esqueci lá nos Warren lá que a gente fez a quest.
I sometimes imagine what it would be like.
Caraca. Me cura aí, Chocobo, seu idiota.
The cycle of death ends now.
aqui é brabo, hein?
We can do this. Keep up if you can.
Caralho, mano, não pode nem andar mais que o bicho vem, truta.
What you can do.
Que é isso aqui, mano? Você é louco.
What you can do. The cycle of death ends now. No more lies, just the truth. The cycle of death ends now.
Nossa, eu vou te falar, mano. Eu vou pegar o último Bahamut aqui. Tranquilamente desse jeito aqui. Para, velho.
I'll take on your grief.
Ó, é louco, mano.
Show him what you can do.
Mas tá sendo rapidinho, né? Ah, tá ligeiro.
Fool could not hope to.
Bahamut aqui vai ser danado, hein?
Show him what you can do. Keep up if you can. Keep up if you can.
Nossa senhora, velho, é muito, né, mano? É muito. Bom, por um lado é bom porque é o seguinte, eu preciso desses itens, então...
I challenge you.
Então, no modo geral, não tá sendo ruim, não, porque eu preciso...
The village of Polta lies in the rocky foothills near the temple. You should talk to the villagers before venturing.
Agora, esse aqui, o que eu já matei dele, meu amigo...
Show him what you can do. Better get ready for the next.
Easy, né? Vou dar um pulo no areja ali, ó. Ah, tá, isso aqui.
Ready for this? Thanks for waiting. Shine hope on the future.
Your vegetable.
Hey,
That's a fine. At least, that's what Father used to do. Oh yes, they smell. When you feed those greens to your chocobo, he'll taste the love that went into growing them. Thanks to all your care, I feel like I've been living my whole... To tell you the truth, I only became Dr. Gazal's assistant. They put me in charge of a chocobo. I had no idea what I was doing.
As long as Sarala takes over the field, I'll be okay. In the wildlands, survival is about doing your job. I'll take Gasol greens over Tantal greens any day.
Tantal?
Tantal greens. The folk over at the Chaos Research Camp grow them. They're a fine legume, but not as good as Gasol greens, in my opinion. But pay them a visit, if you're interested.
Your chocobo is faster and more powerful than regular chocobos, but he will grow stronger still. When he is fully recovered, that will be something to see. But he is not there yet. He still needs to be nursed and cared. To think what feats he will be capable of when he is back to full health, I can only imagine.
Hey, all kinds of folk end up out here. Some people left the city of their own accord. Others. Different folk have different opinions about the white chocobo and what it means.
I feel like I'm getting my reward at last. These last few decades haven't been easy, but I'm glad now that I stayed with the doctor.
Pegar mais flor e ir lá no... Olha lá. Ê, danado.
Show him what you can do.
Eu não lembro o que o último desse aqui dá quando a gente leva a extinção, né? Esse Reaver aqui, né? Às vezes é coisa boa, hein? Eu não sei quantos dele tem que matar. Se são uns 40, 50, 60. Tá, mas é muito, hein?
I won't lose.
Não tem segredo, cara. É muito de boa. Você faz o combo aqui, mano. Um abraço. É só evitar de errar o parry.
Let's start a stampede.
Fora a grana também, né, mano? O bagulho dá um dinheirinho bom. Quanto que... Ó, 67 mil, malandro. Vai dar pra comprar a terceira espada dessa aqui pra colocar na outra build. A arma comprada, mas, mano, pra parte do jogo que eu tô é excelente. Ficar farmando esse barra-mute aqui, mano, dá um dinheiro bom, viu? Eu vou... Quer ver? Deixa eu acabar essa batalha aqui, eu vou... Vamos ver quanto que dá de dinheiro. Tá muito ponto de EP Ability. Cara, então se você tiver que farmar EP Ability, bicho, vem nele. Mas você não pode usar essa skill aqui, né? O Overclock, né? Mas também é de boa matar ele sem overclock. Ai, caralho, eu esquipei de novo.
I'll bring back lost time. Just the truth. Another victory.
Uma coisa? Tá, hein? São 5 de cada, não são?
Show him what you can do. The cycle of death ends now. Showing hope on the future.
Ó, mano, dá 1k cada um, basicamente, velho. 1k, velho. Dinheiro, mano. Dinheiro fácil pra farmar aqui.
Show him what you can do.
Ó. Esse ritmo aqui, amigão. 1 horinha, 2 horinhas matando esse bicho na frequência que a gente tá matando, já vem a extinção dele.
Shine hope on the future. Shine hope on the future.
Aqui não para, né, mano? Cada passo que você dá, vem 2. Ó.
You can't read me. Unfurl the wings of death. Time to mix it up. No more lies, just the truth.
Tá cá mesmo, né? É. Ah, vem mais, ó. Eita danada. É danado, velho. Eu não peguei muito bem a manha de matar ele ainda não.
No more lies, just the truth.
Tá, não é difícil não. Inclusive, agora que anoiteceu, eu acho que a gente entrega essa quest. Oh, caralho. Vai dar pra gente fazer uma outra, hein? Umas 2 outras ali, viu?
I get a lot of see something? Oh, thanks a lot.
You see that old husk of an airship over there? There's a grumpy old guy who lives there. I'd keep your distance if I were you. He almost never comes out. Just stays holed up in there. What does he eat? That's what I want to know. He didn't used to get any visitors, but lately I've seen some young girl coming and going.
Legal. Vamos lá.
Thank you so much. All right, little dog. It's time to drink your medicine. This'll fix you up. Gosh, will you look at that? This stuff works fast. Claudia will be so pleased.
Claudia? Who's that?
Who's that? Why, Dr. Gazal's assistant, of course. You met her earlier. Oh, wait. You know her as 13. Is that right? Ugh, that Dr. Gazal. I don't know why he can't be bothered to learn people's names. Claudia is a wonderful assistant. Well, quite good anyway, and she deserves more respect. And when she's not sure about something, she always checks with the other assistant. Well, anyway, the dog is safe and sound. If you happen to run into Claudia again, let her know for me, would you?
Sure.
Oh, and here, I've got some leftover medicine. You can have it. Maybe it'll come in handy. By the way, do you mind if I ask you a favor?
Ok, Craig Mole. Tá.
What exactly do you want?
I'm sorry to do this to you again, but I need more herbal ingredients. But this time, it's not for a dog.
Someone in the camp is sick?
They're not for me. Dr. Sheep over in Arias has been looking for certain ingredients for years. And I want to help him, if I can.
You know each other?
Not exactly, but I thought it would be a good way to introduce myself.
I get the picture. You've admired him from afar, and you think this will get him to notice you. Go on. Tell me I'm wrong.
No. I mean, you make it sound so underhanded.
If you say so. Short story is, you want to give the doctor a surprise present. Might be fun. I'll help.
You will? Thanks. It's just not something I could do on my own.
Hey, Light. Why don't you try feeding some of that to the chocobo?
If you have some room in your field.
Do as you will.
So, how long does it take for veg...
I'd wager about half a day.
So, how...
Acho que tem que esperar nascer. Agora a gente já completa essa quest, né?
Ah, the white-winged angel. It has come at last, and the legends are...
Fala mais nada, filho?
That chocobo is the...
He's a lot more than regal.
Oh, no offense. I know he's a creature of destiny, fated to lead his ordained master to the truth.
So you know something about this legend?
Of course. My team and I have been in this mysterious land for many years. We call this the Omega Point, the origin of the chaos that erupted and spread throughout the land over 500 years ago. It appears the source of the chaos is rumored to be hidden somewhere inside the Temple of the Goddess, out here in the Wildlands. We were sent out here to investigate the Omega Point, but because of the rocky terrain, there are still areas we haven't been able to reach. Unfortunately, the Goddess's temple is one of them.
But now that the Angel of Valhalla has decided to grace us with his presence...
Exactly. With those wings, there's no doubt he can take you there. Many old remains have been discovered in this area. For example, do you see that over there? That's the wreckage of an airship that fell to the ground after getting sucked into the chaos. If only we could gather data from the wreckage, I'd be willing to bet it would be an enormous help to our research.
It might help you solve the mystery of what happened back when the world first started to fall apart. Is that the idea?
That's right. I can't promise we'll discover every last detail of what happened, but it would get us closer to the truth.
Every piece of the puzzle is important.
Beleza.
The more we learn, the closer we get to the real truth. If there's anything I can do to help, I'm in.
I appreciate that. Here, I want you to take this with you. This device extracts data from objects. Go to the ruins of the airship and search for any kind of debris that might be relevant to our research. When you find something, all you need to do is activate it. Once the device reaches its capacity, the light will flash, letting you know it's full. Come back when you're done. I'll be waiting here.
How many pieces of debris?
It varies by location and situation, but I'd estimate that 4 would probably do the trick out here.
Bom, eu não vou conseguir completar essa quest agora. Voltar lá pra Luxurium pra pegar The Angel's Tears lá.
Tears for... You really want to see the tears of an angel, don't you? Well then, let's see. The price for today is... I'm so sorry. I know this is getting old, but I don't think I can sell them to you after all.
Look, if you can't sell me any, why don't you just tell me in the first place?
Well, let me ask you this.
Why do you insist on buying them when they're not what you're after in the first place? I know deep down, you really want something else.
You're a mind reader too?
Don't be coy. It's just that I can read people sometimes. I can sense what they're after.
Look at you, blessed with all these hidden talents. All right, what is it that I'm really after?
No need to be snide. What you're after is gone. Never to return. You lost something that was dear to you. An irreplaceable bond of some kind.
Who the hell are you?
I'm just a kid that's always been a little bit more perceptive than others, that's all. For some reason, I can sense what people want and how they're feeling. My tears are therapeutic for them.
I don't understand how it is that your tears can help people with their problems.
Well, everyone's been alive for so long now, their hearts are old and worn. They don't know how to feel anymore. Their tears have all dried up. People have lived for so long with feelings of sorrow and despair that it's become a natural part of them now. They don't even notice it anymore. They can't cry because they've forgotten how. That's why I do it for them. When people see my tears, it helps them remember how they used to feel. I think people should be able to laugh when they're happy and cry when they're sad.
The angel's tears you sell mend people's hearts. I'll admit, that's admirable.
I believe you can't smile a genuine smile without being able to cry genuine tears. I just help them remember what it's like. But I can't heal you with my tears. That's why I don't cry for you. Sorry.
Then what about you? Do you ever cry for yourself to mend your own heart?
Huh? For me? No, I haven't done that in a long time.
At least not for centuries, I'm guessing.
I think so. Why do you ask?
Just curious. She heals people by crying for those who can't, but she can't cry for herself. Her tears have become nothing more than a tool for her trade, an item to sell. No one seems to notice that, like everyone else, her heart needs healing too.
É, e não acabou ainda. Puta que pariu, vai ter que vir mais um dia aqui.
Have you visited the wildlands?
Pronto, agora eu posso voltar pra lá. Aí depois eu teleporto de novo. Quando é meia-noite pra... Tá, foda, né? Ó o rolê da porra, mano. Chocobu, vou ter que fazer mais um pra completar, hein?
Here, this is for you. You know, for that job. This conversation over I don't...
É mesmo que eu queria.
I'm counting on you.
O caos ainda?
The cycle of death ends now. Unfurl the wings of death.
I hope she's okay.
Tá, vamos voltar lá então. Tô falando que desse jeito a gente vai completar o extermínio desse maluco, a extinção desse bicho aqui.
Hope the next goes as well. We can do this.
Mata-mata sem parar.
Shine hope on the future. Challenge accepted. Now, try to keep up. That went well, right?
Curioso pra saber o que vai dropar. Ah, olha ele aí, ó. Só porque eu falei, ó. Falei que a extinção ia vir rápido. Nossa, deve ser forte, hein, mano.
I challenge you.
Apelar. Nossa, fudeu, meu Deus do céu.
Lightning strikes. Can you see my blade? Lightning strikes. I won't lose. I'll take you to the unseen void. I'll bring back lost time.
Nossa, matei. Então, Blitz nível 2 e Platinum Melestone. Nossa, que bosta. Ah, não deu não, olha aí. É louco, mano. Aí ficou bolado, hein? Puta, eu voltei.
I'll just wing it.
Pronto, aquele Reaver não aparece mais. Acabou.
The cycle of death ends now.
Caralho, hein, mano. Pô, bicho. Aí brilhamos, hein? Cara, eu posso agora usar com essa espada aqui, dá pra usar um combo, um amuleto que isso da batalha casta um bagulho a custo de 100% de vida. Bem interessante se eu conseguir. Bem interessante. Deixa eu pegar aquela flor ali que eu vou precisar dela.
Is this it?
Volta is home to people who worship the goddess Etro. It stands amongst rocky hills, near to the temple.
Yule's flowers. This could be one.
Nossa, mas era forte o Bahamut lá, hein? Puta que... Mano, eu matei ele, quase matei ele. Ele foi lá e regenerou.
Is this a downed airship?
Originally. Now it looks as though it's someone's home.
I hope they're still dating.
Olha quem é aí, ó.
Saz?
Leave us alone.
What are you doing here? Oh. Dosh? Is he asleep?
Yeah, he's been like that for centuries. Silent as death. Ever since the chaos came and destroyed everything. His body's still alive, but his soul, it's not in there.
What's that?
It's a coffer of souls. If I can collect enough soul fragments, Dodge will wake up. At least that's what I was told. Yeah, could just be a lie, though.
Who gave it to you?
Lumina. Enough talk. I gotta look after my son.
Hope, you've got to be able to find something about Daj's condition. Saz is... I can't let him go through this.
It's difficult to say what exactly is wrong with Daj. Physically, he seems fine, but...
My goodness me, if it isn't the Savior. Fancy meeting you here.
Don't go acting all sweet and innocent, Lumina. I know it's no coincidence that you're here.
Oh, so you think that I'm lurking around here, hiding poor little Daj's soul. Is that it?
Something like that.
Nope. Though you're right that it's no coincidence. I'm here because I've been keeping an eye on you. I'm just so worried about whether you'll be able to save Saz.
Save Saz? What about Daj?
Whatever. You can save both, if you'd really like. But you must have noticed that dear Daddy's soul is getting crushed, right, Savior?
Tirar uma foto disso aqui. Uma fotinha para marcar aqui essas localizações que fica mais fácil olhando direto para eles aqui, ó.
Not even dreams. It's as if he's in a coma. He's just not in there. I don't even know if the coffer of souls that Lumina gave Saz can really help him. But poor Saz will do anything if it might bring Daj back. Even searching for soul fragments.
I want to do something to help, but I don't know where to start. I should have pushed Saz to tell me more, but the state he was in, he might not have been able to.
É, louco, a espada aqui, mano, é bolada, velho. O bagulho é bolado, mano. Bolado, bolado, bolado. É bom matar esses bichos aqui porque... Termínio, velho.
Thanks for waiting. Expected as much?
Esse aqui é bravo, hein? Será que dá pra matar essa porra aí?
Show 'em what you can do. I won't lose. The cycle of death ends now. Strikes. Try to keep up. Final words.
Mesma coisa que o Bahamut. Mesmo esquema, ó. Green Monster Moss. Isso aqui eu acho que eu uso pra alguma quest, hein? Green Monster Moss ali.
We can do this. Time to change course. I'll take you to the unseen void.
matar ele de boa. Pra matar. Vai ser mais um que a gente vai exterminar e vai ser de boa pra exterminar esse bicho aí.
I'll just wing it. Keep up if you can.
Lindo, hein?
I'm getting it. The indicator light is blinking. Looks like I got everything I need. Time to head back. I think I may have enough. Will this do?
Excellent work. I'll analyze this information at once. Let's see here. This is rather unexpected. I've managed to detect what seems to be part of an audio file. Let's hear it. And that's where it ends.
The pilot said he saw something impossible. What do you think that could be?
I don't suppose it could be darkness of some sort. Perhaps it was the unseen chaos that supposedly sealed beneath Etro's temple.
Who could he have meant by the woman? You don't suppose that could have been the goddess? That doesn't seem possible, but...
The goddess? No, I don't think so. That would defy science. It was probably just the pilot seeing his wife's face flash before his eyes before he died. But what's that saying? Never say never. In order to produce a scientific explanation, we need to keep gathering more data.
Still got a long way to go.
Yes, but thanks to you, we're already a step closer. A little progress is better than no progress at all.
I would say you're right.
Things have been stagnant for a long, long time, as you know. That tiny bit of new information is an amazing discovery for researchers everywhere. You can't imagine the great gift you've given us all.
Well, it wasn't all thanks to me. I couldn't have done it without this guy over here, the Angel of Valhalla.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
So, how long does it...
I'd wager...
Aw, looks like you have a cute little admirer. I think she senses you saved her life.
She's not scared of people. Maybe she was a pet.
Yes, that could very well be the case. Usually the ones that live in the wild aren't so friendly.
If she does belong to someone, then...
What is it?
I just remembered a woman that I met, out on the trail near Canopus Farms. She was upset and told me that she had lost her dog.
Have you stopped by? Excuse me.
Beleza, aqui agora tá mais tranquilo. É só a gente voltar. Vai dar, mano, vai dar muito, velho. Porque agora é voltar naquele pedaço lá, conversar com a mulher, perder o querido lá, que na verdade é aquele pet, aquele cachorrinho que tava doente. Então agora a gente pega a quest lá, já fala onde tá e mais uma missão. Cara, mas ó, aí, esse Bahamut ajudou muito. Tá por aqui. Aqui é o caminho errado, né? Pra lá. Ah, danado.
No more lies, just the truth. I'll bring back lost time.
Essa espada aqui, meu amigo, o bagulho machuca, viu?
Let's start a stampede.
Olha. E ó, a extinção desses bichos também acho que tá por vir, viu? O flanzinho azul ali. A extinção desse bichinho azul tá por vir. Pra cá mesmo, né? É.
Dream of salvation. Thanks for waiting. May you find your way home.
Os macaquinhos, acho que também já matei bastante deles. Aí, ó. Ah, só porque eu falei, ó lá, mais um flan.
We can do this.
Isso aí, ó.
Fool could not hope to win.
Ah, era. Esse não aparece mais no jogo. Era pra ter um NPC aqui que não tá mais.
No more lies, just the truth.
Bom, deixa eu matar esse aqui que agora eu vou teleportar pra... o Sarion pra poder pegar o bagulho da quest lá. Aham. Pra North Station. Beleza. Nossa, mas essa espada aqui, mano, foi um adianto. Truta. Pra onde era o NPC? Era o Redick?
Oh, great. You again.
Now that I have Ranulph's journal, I know who was behind the murders of his wife and child. You've been running ever since. You even faked your own death.
I knew someone would make me. You got me. So you know everything. Yeah, I did it. I killed his family. I took the lives of his beautiful...
No banheiro, aproveitar rapidinho.
All for a little money. The one who hired me had a rival business, and he wanted Ranulph out of the game. He's long gone, though. Passed away some time ago.
After you took care of business for this man, did you also steal the journal?
Again, that was me. Years after the incident, something happened to Ranulph. One day, he just seemed to forget the whole thing ever happened. I thought it was a lucky break on my part. I figured it was the best thing for all of us.
But why didn't you just dispose of it? It would have been easier than giving it to someone for safekeeping. And if it links you to the crime, why help me find it?
Guilt. I was too much of a coward to turn myself in, but I think I was waiting for someone to figure it out. I wanted this day to come. I'm tired of running. Turn me in, arrest me, do what you want.
It's not up to me to decide your punishment. Not even the order. I'd say it's up to Ranulph. Wouldn't you?
So be it. I'll be right here waiting for retribution. Hey, I know you don't owe me anything. But do me a favor, will you? Don't tell my son about this, okay? That's all I ask.
Who's your son?
Name's Marlon. He's my stepson. A good kid. He's nothing like me. Got his own business and everything.
Marlon? He's not a baker by any chance, is he?
You know him? Even though I'm not his real father, he sends me money on a regular basis. You know, to get by. He has a good heart. I couldn't ask for a better son. I really don't deserve a boy like him.
Light, isn't Marlon the boy Ranulph is so fond of? The one who bakes him those muffins that he loves so much?
This does complicate things. But Ranulph insisted he wants to know the truth. And that's what I'm gonna give him.
Yeah, I'm the bastard who took everything from...
Do you think Ranulph's prepared for that? After losing his family all over again?
Esse bicho aqui é de quest também. O Torcoio. O Torcoio é o que cai desse bicho aqui? Eu não lembro.
Micah's flower, really? I don't know how it works, but that flower, it hasn't wilted.
Beyond death, there is no good.
Aqui mesmo. Matar alguns desses bichos aqui. Pra poder fazer aquela night shift lá, né?
What's her name again?
It's not like the order.
You think you can beat me? No more lies, just the truth. I'll take you to the unseen void.
Tá rodando aqui um até aparecer aqui.
Can you take me? Try it. Expected as much.
O bichão nem rela em mim, mano. Deixa eu ver uma coisa. Quests. Ó, já pegamos 3.420, 407 de força e 3 magia nas quests. Cara, isso aqui é, mano, é um grau, hein? Faz uma diferença, meu amigo. Absurda.
The blade will tell the tale.
Uma coisinha aqui. Pera aí um pouquinho, turma. Beleza. Voltei, pessoal. Tive que dar uma pequena pausa aqui só pra fazer um negocinho. Dar uma água ali, né? E que tava embaçada. Parece que, mano, tá parecendo um boizão lambiçal, cara. Essa quest aqui. Right Patrol 7. Né? Tal. Acho que dá de boa. Carregaço, né, mano? Aí. Negócio muito interessante. Ah, não é? Achei que carregava muito rápido a minha barrinha lá de... Colocar aquela naquele set de magia, meu amigo. Ia ser piaba pra tudo quanto é lado.
Keep up if you can. Lightning strikes. May the winds of peace.
Talvez a gente vá ainda lá pro cemitério, hein? Hoje tem que fazer uma quest lá no cemitério ainda.
My sword strikes like lightning. Fool could not have.
Vou testar com um negócio. Vamos ver se consigo recuperar a vida gastando essa habilidade. Essa ligado. Dois buffs na verdade que, mano, que não é com esse que eu quero. Eu quero o de magia, mano. A magia.
Unfurl the wings of death.
Nossa, isso mesmo.
Hope the next goes as
Eu vou perdendo um pouquinho de vida em cada batalha, né? Porque não vai dar pra carregar tudo, mas não tem problema. É um pouco, bicho, que dependendo também da duração do combate, o bagulho regenera tudo.
Can you take me? Try it. I won't lose.
Olha o arregaço que faz, mano. Tá maluco.
Of course, it's not like anyone ever chooses to be clean. Hey, you're out late.
The blade will tell the tale. I won't lose. That went well, right?
Quantos faltam aqui? Um só a gente já pode ir, hein? Maravilha?
Don't even try.
Ah, era.
Well, not that one of us even ever.
Aquele também é um que dá pra exterminar, viu? Acho que eu vou matar o máximo que der, porque... Vai que dropa mais alguma arma bacana, né?
Fool could not hope.
Why don't you take a look? Step.
Scarlet streak of light, to the one that breaks the silence. You illuminate the night in most awe-inspiring ways. Send up from high above, a name like
Oh, thanks a lot.
Blessed be.
Dá pra gente upar alguma coisa aqui? Upar nada, hein? Que bosta.
Thank you for your interest.
Chocobocolina! So I hear you ran into old Sassy again. How is he?
Not great. Not great at all. He's so focused on this one thing. He can barely think about anything else.
Well, he has a right to be. Daj has been asleep for centuries. You can tell, can't you, that I'm terribly worried about them too. I wish I could help, but he would never ever ask me to. And sadly, he'd never let me.
I heard the reason Daj can't wake up is because his soul has left his body. Is that true?
It is. And not only that, it's been shattered into 5 fragments and scattered all over the world. That's what Saz is working so hard to collect. The fragments.
So when all 5 pieces are located, will he wake up?
Yes, indeedy. Oh, you also need a coffer of souls, but I think Saz already has one. Lucky for you. The one and only way you can help him is to find all 5 fragments. What a wonderful present that would make.
Thanks for telling me all this. I don't think I could have dragged this out of Saz. Not the way he is now.
I'm just happy to be of help. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. I've already found one of the fragments all by myself. It's the one called the Smile Fragment. I know it's something that Saz needs, but it's not really an item per se. So, I can't give it to you to give to him on my behalf.
How do you propose you get it to him then?
With this magically spectacular canvas of prayers. Take a look and you'll find what you need. Come on now, time's a-wasting.
Cara, há uns bônus bosta essas aqui, né, velho? Olha.
Chocoboco! Thank you so much. For my friend, here's what I promised you. A soul fragment, just like we talked about.
I thought you said it wasn't an item. And that's why you couldn't give it to Saz yourself, right?
Kind of. It's something that's in my heart. Here, I'll take it out for you right now. Give me a second here.
Milão, Fragment of Smiles. Ei. Nossa.
One freshly baked smile fragment.
Essas aqui, cara, você faz...
It doesn't smell like anything. Thanks. I've got this now.
No, thank you. I hope I've helped pay him back.
Você faz essas canvas of prayers aqui, cara, mas não dá muita coisa. Mas é sempre bom fazer, né, mano? Você vai matar os bichos mesmo. Aproveita nesses entretempos aqui, né? Que você não consegue fazer a side quest nem nada. Tá matando os monstros, aí quando você extermina eles, cara, vocês ainda ganham um monte de coisa. É importante pra caramba.
And of course, I'll be there to witness everything. I promise. Chocoboco later!
I think that things are beginning to come into focus. So Saz is looking for fragments of Daj's soul. And
I'm a splendid.
Ah, não tem mais nada aqui pra pegar de prayers.
A smile, huh? I'd like to see both of them do that again someday.
Yeah, I haven't.
Agora vamos ver o que a gente tem de canvas aqui. Ah. Se matar. Nossa, o Storm Dragon Down. Aqui é forte, hein? Onde que cabe isso aqui? Ah, é daquele bicho que aparece às 4h30 da manhã, velho.
I don't blame him. Not with Daj.
Não, não é não.
The Saz that I remember could laugh in the face of any disaster. The worse the situation, the more he'd joke about it. He was a great friend when you were in trouble, but he's different now.
Ah, não lembro de quem que era agora.
And he's reached his. He even lost his favorite chocobo chick. He doesn't have any.
Tá machucando essa skill, hein, mano?
I won't lose. Keep up if you can.
Cara, eu vou fazer um teste. Sabe o que eu vou fazer? Como eu não tô usando muito melee, equipar nele essa arma. Esse aqui eu vou equipar Salvation. Só pra ver a bagaceira. Vamos amplificar esse dano mágico, porque cara, eu não tô usando. E deixar aquela espada lá, melee, vai ser, mano. Olha, é isso aqui que eu preciso. Mas esse é forte, velho. Vamos ver, pelo menos da última vez que eu tentei enfrentar ele, eu me fudi. Dá pra matar de boa. Pra matar de boa.
A worthy opponent.
Indo.
Expect me to back down?
Bom, porque eu deixo a espada, ela amplifica muito a magia, então, mano, a magia força, então eu deixo. Ih, isso aqui também é osso, hein?
Blood and flesh will meet steel. I challenge you. No more lies, just the truth. bring back lost time. You can't read me.
Será que isso aqui dá 2 também? Ah. Dá pra usar um EP. Ah, Quality Machine Oil, velho. Esse aqui. Eu acho que é de alguma quest aí que eu tenho que fazer. Eu já fiz. Era um.
The ground will be stained with blood.
E nem.
No time for hesitation. I won't lose. You're down.
Aqui vai ser lindo, mano.
No time for hesitation. The cycle of death comes. I'll bring back lost time. Now. I won't lose. Final words?
Tá nem pro cheiro, amigão. Vamos ver a quest aqui. Opa, completei, hein? Bora, vambora. Vou matar mais um porque eu tô ganancioso.
Expect me to back down? I'll take you to the unseen void. Expected as much. Valhalla will
Fazer uma operação. Beleza, vamos lá, pessoal. Desculpa aí. Vamos que vamos. Pequena pausa aqui. Vou pegar a quest agora, né? Já coletamos tudo. Agora é eita, danado. Matar, vamos matar. Vamos exterminar tudo, velho.
I have to win. Unfurl the wings of death. Keep up if you can.
Mano, é delícia isso aqui, né, velho? Eita, setzinho roubado. A primeira run, mano. Puta que pariu, mano. Você faz tudo.
I'll take you to the unseen void.
Lighten up.
Cara, é pouco, mas pelo menos é alguma coisa, né, velho? Pouco, mas é algo, pelo menos pinga, né? Pinga pouco, mas pinga.
Don't wander off. It's dangerous.
Aqui, mano, é um jogo que você não pode se dar o luxo de deixar o tempo passar, rolando, fazendo só uma questzinha ou outra, cara. O jogo, o bicho é forte, hein, tio? Bom, tá bem farmado. Muita quest, muita canvas of prayers. Pra poder... Tá bem.
Unfurl the wings of death. Challenge accepted. I challenge you. I'll bring back...
Ah, isso aqui mesmo que eu preciso, hein? Matar 7 disso aqui. A porra desse bicho não aparece, mano. Aí é foda, mano. Fudeu logo de cara. Vou ficar lá na parte de baixo. Geralmente spawna mais, hein? Lá. E esse bicho dá pra levar a extinção também. Nossa, era tão complicado matar esse bicho, mano. No começo do jogo, o bicho bate grosso, viu? Um pouco.
The dark is calming.
Pô, não aparece um agora, mano. Quando a gente quer matar o bicho, não aparece um. Foda, né?
They ran me out of my own home, and now I've nowhere. Expected as much.
Uma coisa. Três.
It looks like I'm not the only one who
Pô, né?
Shadowhunter's real name is Laura.
What's her name again?
come and get it. Hope the next goes in.
They say he ran off a
É
rampage.
danadinho.
I hear that the Shadow Hunter is one of the higher-ups in the Order of Media. It's dark out. What world is that from? Darkness brings evil. I hear that the Shadow Hunter is what them higher-ups.
Hey, you're out late.
Precisa de mais um, mais dois, né?
The dark is where we
You think you can beat me? I will strike you down.
É louco, o meninão apanha gostoso. A 10. Ih, matamos, hein? Matamos a pau. Mais uma questzinha concluída.
You have an hour before you will be transported to the Ark.
Men who have him higher up.
I'll bet she can use magic.
Ah, tem mais um mostrando aqui. Eu vou matar, né, mano? Trabalhar para a extinção desse bicho, né, mano?
I challenge you. Fool could not hope.
What is that armor called? Everyone's counting. Wait till you see what I have in store for our world very
Bom. Cara, é muito bom esse daqui porque
Return to the Ark at 6 every morning, without question. Remember that, Light.
muito bicho pra dar o pra exterminar ainda. A gente eliminou 4 até agora. Esse vídeo aqui foram 2 até agora. É, bom. 2, né? Passado foram 2 também. Aquela bolotinha lá e o outro pequenininho também de Luxerion. Matar esse danado, aproveitar. Essas porra só aparece esse horário, mano.
Lightning strikes.
Light, you have to be in the Ark at 6 o'clock every morning to regulate the time distortion.
Não apareceu mais nenhum. Tá bom. Sexto dia acabou. Hora de retornar à arca. É isso aí. Será que a gente conseguiu expandir mais um dia? Porque no último dia eu não consegui expandir um. Já começaram a faltar algumas quests. Mas eu também não tinha explorado a Dead Dunes, nem nada, né? Eu acho que nessa aqui agora vai manter o quinto dia.
Sacred tree of light.
Ixi, me fudi. Não expandiu o dia, hein? Não tem problema, 4 dias ainda é muita coisa. Vai expandir mais, tem muita quest pra entregar, velho.
Light, do you understand your role now? The more souls you save, the more Aradia you can harvest. That is crucial because it means buying the world more time.
Muito bom. Esse, ó, mas foi lucrativo, cara, porque foram 2 animais extintos ali, 2 monstros extintos. E é isso. É fazer mais side quest agora. Correr em side quest, tem muita quest pra fazer ainda, mas a gente já fez bastante. Os atributos estão legais, ó. Tem mais 3.550 aqui de vida, 420 de força, 300 de magia, mais 20 de ataque bar. EP valor 2, né? Não matei mais nenhum boss ainda. Então, tá bem legal. Bem legal. Essa que eu não completei, mas é que eu fiz a sequência dela, né? E virou essa Save the Scene aqui, ó. Agora é só entregar pra ele. A gente já falou lá de madrugada com o rapaz que tinha que falar. Agora é só falar com ele. A recompensa. E a Angel's Tears, eu acho que é só falar com ela mais uma noite. Tá completa também. Aí, Nuznan, bastante ainda. Tem essa só, mas tem mais quest pra pegar lá. Mais quest. Essa aqui é só entregar um monte de garb pra ela. E essa aqui... Acho que é na última luta aqui do negócio, eu tomo a birita e mando a bala. Aqui eu fiz bastante quest também, ó. Lá na Dead Dunes ainda nem entrei, basicamente. Muita coisa pra fazer lá. Mas pelo ritmo que nós estamos, a gente tá bem avançado, dá pra fazer todas as quests. Beleza, turma? Então, ó, hoje a gente fica por aqui. Esse foi o 6º dia do Lightning Returns. Muitas quests, muitos monstros exterminados. E é isso aí. Live todos os dias na Twitch, das 20 às 23 horas, tá bom? O link na descrição. Curta aí e compartilhe com os amigos. Gente, um abraço a todos e fui.